Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Welcome to game 2 of Not So Good versus Ornery Mongoose Gaming. OMG took the first game kind of with a split push with a Brew and Shadow Shaman, kind of taking top and bottom racks, and eventually just taking away all of NSG's options. Actually ran an Armlet Mask of Madness Drow last game, which was odd, but worked well. OMG first pick's Faceless Void, not so good counters with the Skywrath pick. That's almost like a ban pick as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Witch Doctor or AA here. Faceless right now seeing a whole lot of play. Chronosphere is just such a good setup spell for pretty much any AoE magic. You know, Jakiro, Skywrath, the big one. Almost anyone can just follow up Faceless with magic, but yeah, and not so good decide to take away both with Skywrath and Witch Doctor. As far as the support core, I like these two. Death Ward's magic Death Ward's damage is physical instead of magic, and Skywrath is 100% magic damage. So it's kind of a nice synergy between the two. If you can hold someone in place, it works very well. I'm going to look for Not So Good. We get someone to hold a hero in place for a few seconds. Maledict and Flare, you're dead no matter what. OMG pick up Tidehunter. It's another nice team fight. It's I feel like it conflicts a little bit with the Void, because usually with Void, at least the way I like to do it, just have Void go in, trap whoever you can, and just have everyone else just be ranged AoE. Tidehunter's another one who's kind of up in the mix. I feel like the initiation order in that is going to be Tidehunter and then Faceless Void, which will basically catch the Tidehunter and make him kind of useless throughout the fight. But it's definitely not bad.
Dire team ban.
Just got to make sure you get enough out of Tidehunter beforehand.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, Lycan and N-Raze are both getting banned out here. I'm surprised they didn't see bans in the first ban stage. They're super popular. Razor does really well with and against Void. Static link, if you can link up Void while he Chronospheres you, he's pretty much useless.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another teamfight ban out of Not So Good. Maybe like an Earthshaker or Ancient Apparition will work fine too. Ancient Apparition pairs up really well with the Chronosphere. Once again, it's I'll be happy once the patch drops. I'm tired of this Faceless Void with friends sort of strategies, but they're very effective. Not So Good running that Omni Knight again. That's like, out of the 5 games I've watched of them, they've run the Omni Knight maybe 4 times. I'm also a big fan of this hero, especially against Void. Guardian Angel, I think, is super underrated against physical damage. If Void comes in and Chronospheres you, and you get the Guardian Angel off, it's pretty much a wasted Chronosphere. Curious to see if Not So Good goes an Axe here. They had an Axe Omni Knight safe lane last time. I'd rather see that in the hard lane. They're gonna need someone for mid coming up soon, unless it's a mid Skywrath.
5 seconds remaining.
A big problem that OMG is having right now is they've got 3 melee heroes, and they're gonna have some bunching up problems. Their team fight's really good with the ults. They're basically an ult based team right now. Cooldowns, ravages on every 150 seconds. Epicenter is about every 100 seconds, so they can have really nice team fights about every 2 minutes. With not so good draft, they're going to have to be able to pick off these heroes and get one of these 3 heroes. Basically just gimped out. You know, if you get a Sand King with no blink or a Tide Hunter with no blink, they're not as useful. Yeah, not so good going with a really early game draft here. I like the Earthshaker up against the melee teamfight heavy lineup of OMG. Earthshaker and Omni Knight are both heroes that can help turn a fight around really well. You can get initiated on pretty hard, and if you can land a Fissure and get a Guardian Angel up in the middle of a fight, you can turn the fight around very well.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Pugna's an interesting add-on here to the OMG. With his Nether Ward, you can kind of set up and push a tower, and set up the Nether Ward. And if this big team fight that we're seeing come up on both teams happens there, that's to great advantage. For Pugna's really good as far as like we're gonna set up here, we're gonna set up outside your base and take this tower. Nether Ward is down, and you're gonna have to deal with it. It has a 30-second duration and a 35-second cooldown.
Radiant team pick.
Wow, that Shadow Demon. Neither of them has a very obvious mid. I'm guessing we'll see Skywrath against Pugna here. Yeah, one Bob Show is usually not so good mid, so it will be a Skywrath mid. Bolt played the Ancient Apparition last game. He's going to be on Witch Doctor this time. I would have liked to see a little bit more out of that Ancient Apparition, especially with the armlet on Drow. Let's see who's starting out with what. Yeah, we got one Bob Show going mid on Skywrath. Sentenstein on the Omni Knight again. I think it seems to be a signature hero. We'll see what comes out of that. Artemis on the Earthshaker. Bolt on the Witch Doctor. And Fat Girl on the Wraith Knight. It does look like it'll be a carry Wraith Knight, but even the last time it was just kind of a Blink Dagger Sage build. I really like the names on OMG. Looks like we're gonna have an offlane Nestico on the Tide. He's coming up here with one Observer Ward, a good amount of regen. Looks like he's gonna be going in Urn. A solid offlane. With the stand-in shrub on the Shadow Demon. And
seconds to battle.
Greater too late on the Sand King here. I wonder if they run this dual mid. It wouldn't be bad. Disruption to Burrow Strike will get you some kills. Skywrath is just so annoying with the low hit points of here on Shrub. He could pay quite a bit for being around Skywrath early game. And to finish up the introductions, we've got the Carry Faceless on the Greater later, and later Greater on the Pugna mid. It looks like it's just gonna be a roaming Shadow Demon. Oh yeah, they smoke up. Here we go. It looks like they want to pick off the Skywrath. Oh, and Skywrath is out of position. One Bob Show, go south, get out of there. Oh yeah, you're done for. Oh, wow, the Burrow Strike misses. He might actually live here. That is a terrible misplay. That is a terrible misplay. Yeah, Greater too late. Missed the Burrow Strike. It was basically a free Burrow Strike. And one Bob Show lives. That's a big waste of time. Yeah, Skyrath looks like he's gonna rush bottle. One more last hit and he'll get that on its way. Pugna looking like he's gonna doing the same thing. Offlane Omni Knight. This could be very dangerous. But with the melee heavy lineup on OMG, if he's gonna die, it's gonna be at least with 2 melee heroes there. So his Purification and Degenora will be working overtime. So we'll have to see how that goes. Faceless is winning the last hit game right now. It's early on to tell, but four last hits and 4 denies in a minute and a half is not bad at all. Just a little zoning out of Tidehunter here. Last game, it seemed like Not So Good had a strong advantage, but just couldn't really capitalize. It seemed like they were just getting out farmed. You know, the cores on OMG just seem to be better at picking up net worth. Our net worth right now, we have Pugna and Faceless Void on top.
First blood.
Oh my, missed first blood. Terrible, terrible. But yeah, it looks like Pugna
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
picks up Skyrath. He did get his bottle, but Pugna does well up against Skyrath. The Nether Blast wears out Skyrath relatively low hit points pretty easily. And Nether Ward just does work on anyone with high mana cost spells. Yeah, and right now the Skyrath is 1-1. Maybe the early gank kind of got him low hit points and kind of had him out of lane. Never fully recovered from that, but let's see how he does. And Nether Ward is down. Another problem that Not So Good is having here, well, not so much. Like all the tri lanes are all still level 2. It'll be curious to see how. Oh, one Bob Show. God, just so much magic burst here mid. It could really go anyway. But the bottom line here mid is that Pugna has 14 last hits and Skyrath has 2. Without landing kills, he's really not gonna, you know, he's getting the experience, but as far as net worth, he's just falling way behind.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Omni Knight did get picked off during all of that. I missed it. And King roamed over and got it. He's pretty close to surrounded here. Oh. Not good right now, guys. Not good. Pugna and Face is still just climbing up the net worth chart. Wraith King's trying to give him a fight, but the other 4 kind of non-core heroes on Not So Good just not doing enough. God, every Nether Blast just hurts one Bob Show so bad. Like the damage he's taking right now, it's about a third of his health. It's only 1 Nether Blast. He just can't. He needs help.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The Earthshaker and the Witch Doctor aren't really doing much to push this Tide out. I think they should leave Wraith alone with Tide and get some help for that poor Skyrath mid.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, back to hero level here. Not so good falling behind. Pretty much across the board. Yeah, the 34 last hits by Faceless are far and above what anyone else has. Not so good strategy here. It seems to be like the 4 protect the Wraith King, but the Wraith King is just not getting enough. There's what looks to be 3 cores on OMG, and they're all 20 last hits and above. The only one there for not so good is Wraith King. The Omni Knight and the Skywrath are just falling behind in net worth. Got some action up here in the woods, and my minimap is not doing shit for me. Artemis just barely staying alive. Mystic Flare goes off. Man, not so good. Nets their first kill. That should help them.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Basically traded the kill for the T1 mid. Let's check the grass. It's gonna be relatively one-sided, I've got to guess, but let's see what it looks like. Yeah, XP is about 3,000 in favor of OMG, and about 5,000 gold for OMG.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Faceless has a courier on its way to him. Not much though. The recipe for the Mask of Madness. Kind of funny to me he went that first. He could have gotten some lifesteal, or could have gotten some lifesteal. He should have got some lifesteal, but he's gonna get it about right now. Yeah, he sells the salve. Mask of Madness by 9 minutes. That's not bad at all. He does have the top last hits. He's more than 20 last hits above the Wraith King. Oh. Wraith King does have his Blink Dagger, which actually just saved his life right there. It's good. It's just not. I just don't think it's really good enough as far as kill potential. Yeah, Faceless just solo Chronospheres Earthshaker and just takes him down. There's not really a lot to be done. Once he has the Mask of Madness, if he's decently leveled, which level 8 right now, he's tied with the opponent mid. He can take out almost anyone. If he gets the favor returned to him here. Oh, backtrack is too strong.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Faceless is not totally out of the woods yet. He's got 2 heroes moving on him. Oh, time walks up. Omni Knight is not going to be able to get any degen on him. Faceless just walks away. Yeah, top 3 net worths all belong to OMG. It's only 4-1, but the net worth is, it's saying, telling a different story. Not so good grouping up down here. It looks like they want to take this tower, or at least get some sort of team fight. Their heroes are very early game based, trying to buy some space for the Wraith King. See if they can fight it down here. Oh, they've left 3 heroes here. This seems unsafe to me. Oh wow, big mech. Guardian Angel comes out, but just too late. It appears to be a 3 for none. 3 for none. Not so good was grouping up kind of down here in this bottom general area. But then one Bob Show left for the rune, and it just left 3v5, which is not good. The Wraith King's getting some space. He's just not climbing up in net worth enough. 3 for no trade is be 3 end of tower for really nothing.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh wow, Chronosphere is off cooldown and 3 of them get caught. This is going to be another 3 for none. Yep. OMG is just running away with this right now. This Mask of Madness is paying off very well. Yep, that's a T2. And it not so good is yet to get even a tier 1. Their lineup is really built around early aggression. Mystic Flare gets split 3 ways. Nether Ward is down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Wraith King's coming back, but he's pretty much surrounded. He misses the blink. Gets disrupted away. Yeah, there's nowhere for him to go. Oh, Faceless does actually yeah, Skywrath gets a kill on Faceless, which is something. But as far as the hero levels go, Earthshaker and Witch Doctor both are not 6 yet. Both their ultimates are really big for team fights. And when you have, you know, Pugna at 10, Faceless at 9, and two other, you know, big fighters on OMG, you know, at level 8, being level 5 is just not going to cut it right now. 13 minutes in, they just didn't get enough out of that top lane against Tide. And they should have rotated mid to help out One Bob Show. He had quite a task up against Pugna. Got a pause from Shrub here. I'm kind of curious what's going on, if they have some lag issues or what. Oh yeah, some bad lag. I can't really come up with a reason why OMG should turn back here. They have the levels, they have the potential. Ravage is up. They're 3 seconds off of another Chronosphere. They should really just park here. Like I said in the draft, Pugna can just let your team park outside of the enemy base and just, you know. Fissure closes the door for a few seconds. Yeah, if I was Faces, I would just come here bottom and just take these racks. There's not anything, you know, a level 5 Witch Doctor can do. You know. Yeah, not so good. Just hasn't come online. Oh wow, Skywrath just lays Pugna down, out of position. And I'm really curious. You know, OMG's kind of rotating here mid. They think like, oh, we'll get the T2, but Pugna just gets caught out. So, you know, I think if they grouped up 5 down there, they just take the Rex.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, somewhere in there, Tide even used his Ravage, so it's not. They had a strong advantage there.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, Witch Doctor's finally online, pops his ult, and kills some Faceless illusions. Oh, Sand King seeing if he can make something out of nothing. Oh wow. Chronosphere comes in. Big Purify, but yeah, Wraith King still won't make it. Neither does Omni. It's a 3-for-1, and I can't see how OMG doesn't turn this into a pair of racks.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Bolt stays alive just long enough to get the Maledict down on Tide, and Tide lays down. They're not really staying objective base. I think if they just stay back, they can take this tower, but they want to dive for one more kill, and it really costs them this tower. The consequences at this point in the game are probably pretty low, but still, stay objective base. No reason to you know, get deep into the enemy base for a witch doctor. Yeah, Pugna gets laid down as well. Now they're trying to chase down this Sand King, but nothing to it. Shadow Demon's up here maybe farming or trying to get experience. I'm not really sure. At that point in the game, you know, on my team, I say, "Well, what were you doing up there? Why are you up there?" There's no real reason that Shadow Demon needs to be there. He's just, you know. About 5 minutes ago, Not So Good was looking pretty much locked out of this game. The net worth is still, you know, the top 4 are OMG, but why open the door even a little bit? OMG right now is second in the group, right behind All Random. My team 8-Bit has yet to play OMG. That's actually our last game of the season. I'm hoping it turns into a close fight where the games matter as far as positioning goes. But to be honest, I'd really much rather see OMG win the division. They seem to be a good team. They can. Oh, Faceless moves in strong. Doesn't even need the Chronosphere. Yeah, NSG is too far out of their base right now. They've lost 2 heroes, 3 heroes, and Omni Knight will be able to make it back home. Once again, I can't see why NSG was that far out of their base. What was the objective? What was the reason? Yep, they ended up losing 4 heroes on the just a bad engagement.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They got the Faceless for it, but it's not the kind of trade they want.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, OMG knows they have the advantage here, and they're just kind of, you know, setting up. They've made some mistakes. I think they could have easily had one Rax by now, but the bottom line is that there isn't really much of a rush. They can kind of just, you know, putz around and knock down the rest of the T2s. And Not So Good's pretty much locked up in their base. They make a move out of their base. Oh, Witch Doctor almost kills himself on the Nether Ward, but gets off a decent amount of ult. There's a buyback from Skywrath. So far, this is a buyback and 1-for-1. Besides the buyback, yeah, kill that Nether Ward. That thing is murder on you guys. Tide cracking shells out of the Wraith Fire Blast. It looks like Tide might get away, but yeah, not so much luck for Shadow Demon there.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
Everything had the blink, but just not enough mana for a stun, so there's no reason to keep chasing. Just get back home.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's
This is what happened to him last game. Not so good gets really caught up in getting kills. Like, that was overall a good fight for them, but it cost them a Rax.
tower is under attack.
And in a game that has over 30 kills in 20 minutes, you know, 2 or 3 kills is not worth your Rax. Just get excited, kind of like the announcer did, and just following a fight. And in the meantime, like last game, it was Shadow Shaman and Brewmaster who would just sneak in and just take the Rax real quick. This time it looked like it was just Sand King. Yeah, you've got to have TPs up, and you've got to be able to defend those Rax. Yeah, OMG just continue the siege. They have all their ultimates online. Not so good is not in a place where they can really defend this. Faceless makes a move, gets silenced up, disrupted away for safety. Yeah, OMG just needs to stay objective based here and just knock down the Rax, take the Rax, and once you have a 2 Rax advantage, it's pretty much it. You might as well seal the deal here.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
God, I can tell it is a hot day. My computer is not having this right now. Yeah, Void catches 2 of his own in his Chronosphere, and he pays for it with his life, as he should. Oh, it doesn't matter. One Bob Show calls the good game. I really feel like Not So Good had a chance there. They just needed to rotate their supports mid more and be able to help out One Bob Show. Once he was first blooded, or even once he was jumped on really early, he couldn't ever catch back up. Right, 27 last hits to Pugna's 93. You know, he's really 30% of the last hits. It's not enough. Faceless Void's net worth was just above and beyond anybody on Not So Goods. The supports really should have helped Skyrath. Skyrath needed to scream, "Help me!" But it's just the way it ends up. But yeah, it's a good game. OMG takes it to two games to none. Still, trying to get that first place spot in the league. But yeah, watching.